Jai Hind friends, how are you today? Today is a good day and I'm in a very good mood. And if you are somebody who are invested in share market, then I'm sure you must be in a good mood too. And the reason is in front of us. Nifty has gone up today by 2.39%, which is a very good upside. If we look at the entire week journey, it has been full of ups and downs. First it was down, not going anywhere, then it went up, then Adani news came, then it went down, and then again today it went up. So in total this week we went up in Nifty by 1.86%. So let's see how much long this rally will last. Was it a short term upside or it is going to continue? We'll get to see in the next week. So what we are going to do today is we are going to discuss two shares which I think has good potential. They have still not gone up that much. Majority of the shares have given good upside today, but these are still stuck at that level, but they are at the support level. So let's check them out. So first share is Venus Pipes and Tubes. So today it was almost like flat. 5-day return, if you see, it is in negative 2.85%. 1 month return again in negative 5.69. 6 month return again in negative minus 22%. And YTD return, if you see, it is around 15%. And if you see 5-year return, it is superb, 391% return, which is not even in 5 years. It got listed in 2022. So it's almost around 2.5 years that it has given a return of 391%. Now what is so great about this company, why this company is going at this rate? Let's check the details. So this is the company Venus Pipes and Tubes. So it is a manufacturer and exporter of stainless steel pipes and tubes. And the pipe that they manufacture, these are used in various industries like engineering, oil refineries, other type of refineries, breweries, etc. So here are some details. So recently they have done some capex also, and they've almost tripled their capacity. And I was also going through their management conference call, which they do after the quarterly results, which I believe each and every one of you should do if you are interested in any company or if you are invested in any company. You should always listen to the conference calls, because in those calls you get an idea how the company is doing, what are their future plans, and then you can get more conviction by listening to the calls of the management, by listening to the commentary of the management. So they still plan to do more capex in the coming years. And in the presentation they also mentioned that they are increasing their market share, which is a fabulous news for any company which is acquiring more market share, which means that they are growing and their business is doing great. So here you can also see the clients that they have. They have client which is the famous Adani group, LT, Amul, ITC, Cipla, Asian Paint, etc. And they also export majorly to the European region, but now they have also started in Middle East. And during the call itself I got to know that currently they are in the discussion of getting an approval for a big giant company of Middle East, which is Saudi Aramco. So in case if they get an order from that company, I'm assuming that is going to be a very big order and it is going to help company grow even further. So personally I have good conviction on this company, not only by listening to the commentary of the management, but by looking at actual result, and the result is the numbers, and we'll go through that as well, because whatever the management is saying, it should eventually reflect in the numbers, otherwise it's of no use. Now, if you look at the market cap of this company, the market cap is not very high. It is still very low, which is 3,319 crore only. So it's a small cap company, and with small cap, without saying, few things comes automatically, which is if the company is growing at a good rate, it will provide very good return. And if it is going to fall, it is going to fall like crazy. So you need to be careful and be prepared when you are dealing with a small cap company. Now, if you look at the PE is at 33, and return on equity and return on capital employed also good, about 20%. Now here you can see company has delivered good profit growth of 87% CAGR over last 5 years. So this is the reason why we were seeing such a good growth, around 370% return in the period of 2.5 years for this company. And that's why I keep saying stock market rewards company which are growing. If you are able to find a company which is growing, but it is small, the market cap is small, but the industry size is big, then I think you should really think about it and do your good allocation in those company and keep monitoring those companies, because those are the companies where you can make maximum return. Now if you look at the downfall, currently this company is down by around 34% from its top, and which happens 30-40% downfall in a small cap company you should expect, and you should be ready for it if you are investing in that company. Now let's look at the sales. So this is the reason why the company is growing. So last quarter also you can see the company grew by around 19.64%. Before that it was 33.74, sorry 70, then 27, before that 52, 51, 58, 59, 28, 41, 40, 19. That is the time that it got listed. After that you can see it is growing at around 40% or 50% or around 20% range, which is not at all bad. It is growing at a very decent rate. And again, the guidance from the management is that they will continue to grow at around this pace for next 2 to 3 years. On top of it, there is an anti-dumping duty which government has placed, which restricts China from dumping their products to India. which is also kind of helping this company in terms of their domestic growth. Now here you can see the sales growth, absolutely fantastic and consistent. 5-year 47, 3-year 37, 12 trailing month 32. Profit growth also has been very good. You can see 5-year 87, 3-year 54, 12 trailing month 60%. Stock price CAGR for last 1 year, it is showing a 17%. And return on equity also, you can see it is very good, around 24 to 25%. Now coming on to the shareholding pattern, promoter holds around 48% stake, FI hold around 5.25 stake, DIs hold around 14%, and 32% is held by the public. And number of shareholders are also not very high, it is just 50,000. Now coming on to the chart for Venus Pipe, so you can see it went around 2450, and then from there it is coming down and it has come down till 1600. From there it is showing a little bit of resistance. Let's see if it goes up from here or whether it will fall further down to 1500, 1400. So at every 100 level it has support. And in terms of the business, we have already seen the quarterly results. It is decent, nothing wrong with it, and the future guidance is also solid only from the company management. So I believe the company can do good in the longer term. In case if you are interested in this company, I would suggest to do your own research and then take buying and selling decision. Next company everyone is aware, so we'll not go into too much detail. The next is Tata Motors. So this has also fallen a great deal from around 1150 to around now 750 and 794 level now. So if anyone was interested in this company, right now is the time to invest. The recent results were not that great, and that is why you're seeing a downtrend. But I think since the time the management has changed for Tata Motors, things have really changed for this company. It has become profitable and it has started gaining market share. And with their new cars that they are introducing, I think it is going to do good in the next coming years as well. So if anybody was interested in the company and is interested in the EV narrative, currently it is at a good level. You can definitely look at it at this level, because the risk in this company is now very less. It has already fallen a lot. So it falls further, it can maybe fall. If it is falling, maybe it can go again to around 750, 700. But the chances for this company going up are more, let's say 70-80%. Chances of going it further down, it's let's say around 20 to 30%. So you can take your call if you're interested, and you should always invest in a company only when it goes down by around 20%, because that is the time that you're going to make more money, and that is the time that you are at the lowest risk. Because if a company goes down beyond 20%, then there is certainly something wrong with the entire market. That time you'll get the opportunity. And even if it goes down further after 20%, then it may just fall, maybe let's say in the worst case scenario, maybe by another 20%. But if you're buying a company at its top, then you are at the most risk, because from there, if you bought it at that level and it goes down further 40%, then you'll be sitting at a huge negative unrealized loss. So that is why we say always buy a company when it is down by 20%, because then you'll be able to hold that company also, because when your loss in the portfolio is less, it is not very difficult to hold a company. But when the loss become huge, then you also get anxiety and anxious that whether it was a good decision or not. And once it comes back to its previous level, you end up selling it, and that might also result in selling a multi-bagger sometimes. Because one thing I think you all must have noticed by now, everyone has picked a multi-bagger. Picking a multi-bagger is not something that is very difficult. Everyone must have picked a good share in their journey so far. What is difficult is to hold that company. We all must have had stories that, okay, I bought this company, but I sold this at this level, and now if I would not have sold it, it would have become this much return, and that. Everyone has that story. So finding a multi-bagger is not difficult. Holding it is difficult. That is where you need more strength, more patience, more conviction. And that is the reason we keep looking at the boring things, like what was the result, how is the company progressing, what is their market share, what is the management saying, how is the overall economy doing. Then only you will get the conviction to hold the company. Okay, that's it in this video. We'll meet in the next video. Tomorrow I'll try to make a video on one share, a detailed analysis. This is a company which I believe can do very well in the next few 3-4 years. Company providing multi-bagger type of return. I may be right or may be wrong, but let's see. Please remember, these were all my views. Please do your own research and study also before taking any buying and selling decision. And in case if you have any question, you can mention it in the comment section also. So bye for now. We'll meet in the next video. Thank you.